okra. What is your problem? Huh? Now, I want to give you a standing order. On no account should you leave this compound till Saturday during the marriage.
No! Papa!
You ever notice how some families, the idea of marriage for love is like believing in unicorns? Parents are like, sure, honey, you can have love after you have paid the rent and maybe bought us a new refrigerator. At age 40, I'm going to tell you about this woman. A woman reflects on her journey through marriage and divorce. Her marriage, which began 10 years prior, was not the result of mutual love, but rather a consequence of family expectations and societal pressure. She was raised in a rural environment, and her parents believed that accepting a proposal from a prosperous man was an opportunity that should not be missed. The man in question expresses affection directly to her parents, seeking her approval. In the 20th century, you're talking about that. When the proposal was brought to her attention, she found herself speechless. She was shocked and unable to voice her true feelings. Her silence stemmed from a desire to honor her parents' wishes and avoid disappointing them. Her father then assured the suitor that there was no objections as long as his daughter would be cared for. Later, her mother questioned her quietness, prompting an honest admission. She did not love the man. Her mother, however, comforted her with the belief that love would eventually develop. And trusting this maternal wisdom, she chose not to protest further, because now she believed that whatever her mother said to her, it would eventually work. This man was an old man, older than her own father, older than her own parents. But there's always that one person, like that one uncle or that one auntie at the family gathering who's got her matchmaking spreadsheet out. He owns 3 cows, 2 cars, and a plot of land. Who cares? He's got the personality of boiled yam. He's loaded. And if you dare to say, but auntie, I don't love him, she looks at you like you just insulted her rice and peas. You say, love? You will grow into it, my dear, like fungus and bread. That's what I tell her. Say she will grow into love. Sometimes the family acts like marriage is less about romance and more like a business merger. They're sitting there negotiating. So how many goats are we talking about? And can we get a fridge thrown in? Meanwhile, the poor bride is just calculating how many years it will take to fall in love, or at least develop some Stockholm syndrome. And the husband, an old mule, he's got his own insecurities. You're cheating on me, aren't you? I saw you looking at the neighbor's chicken, bro. She's just hungry. Maybe if you let her eat the chicken, she'd stay. Because now, him so old that once he marry her, she can't look nowhere, she can't go nowhere. If she even walk with him and she see any person who is younger, She have to practically close her eyes. Then after all the drama, the marriage collapsed faster than a cheap tent in a rainy season, and suddenly everyone shocked. But he was a good provider, so they must say, yes, auntie, but have you ever tried cuddling a bank account? It's not very warm, and it's not everybody money can catch. Our money can buy. Money can buy love. Fast forward, the same woman meets a new man. This one doesn't have much money, but wow, he's got charisma, he's got jokes, and most importantly, he lets her pick the Netflix show. Now that's the real compatibility. Of course, the family isn't impressed. What do you mean? He doesn't even have a plot of land. Does he at least have a plot of twist? But this time, she's got priorities straight. He may not have money, but at least he doesn't remind her every day that he has money, and he doesn't count his cows while she's talking to him. And let's be real, money is important. You can't pay bills with a love song unless you're serenading your landlord and hoping he's got a soft spot for romance. So when it comes to marriage, it's all about balance. Love is great, money is useful, but if you're lucky, maybe, just maybe, you'll find someone who has both, or at least someone who won't trade you for a new set of tires. But one thing's for sure, if your mama matchmaking, you better check the fine print and watch out for those aunties with the spreadsheets. They're more dangerous than loan sharks. The pair met several times before marriage, during which the suitor displayed kindness and attentiveness. Despite these gestures, genuine affection never took root. Physical attraction was absent, as she was always drawn to more conventionally handsome men. Over time, the situation deteriorated further when her husband began making unfounded accusations of infidelity because of his insecurity, causing deep emotional pain. The marriage swiftly unraveled, leading her to return to her parents' home, carrying the weight of unfulfilled expectations and the aftermath of a union built on obligation rather than love. Guys, thank you for watching. Remember, whether you marry for love or money, just make sure you're not marrying someone who counts their chickens more than they count your feelings. Thank you for watching. Kindly make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you back here on my next YouTube video.